Hello there. Welcome into English with Jamie. I'm Jamie. That makes sense, right? It makes sense. This is English with Jamie. Of course, my name is Jamie. It would be strange if it was English with Jamie. Welcome to English with Jamie. My name is Colin. Right? That would be strange. So, welcome to English with Jamie. My name is, in fact, as you would expect, Jamie. My name is, of course, Jamie. In fact, yes, my name is Jamie, as you would expect, right? Just as you would expect, my name is, of course, Jamie. And I'm drinking tea here. What do you think of the sound of tea? Do you like the sound? Do you like that, or is that annoying? Does it make you go, ooh, I don't like that sound? Annoying is when you don't like something. Maybe if the whole video I was doing this, maybe you don't like that, and you say, that video is annoying. I hate that video. I don't like the sound of it. It bothers me. It irritates me. Okay, I won't do that, but I do want to talk about that. What's the name of what I'm doing? When you drink a little bit, we call this sipping. I'm sipping my tea. I said I wouldn't do it all the time. Okay, I'm sipping my tea. Why am I sipping it? Because it's hot. It's hot, so I don't want to drink a lot. Actually, it's not even that hot. It's only a little bit hot. I wish it were more hot. But I also sip the tea because I want to savor it. I want to savor the tea. To savor means to slow down the experience. I don't want to drink all the tea right away. I want to have more tea, maybe in 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes. It's important that if I'm going to say a number on an English video, it's important that the number on my fingers is the same as the number I say, right? Although I guess this is the advanced, so I could trick you, right? Maybe in 2 minutes when I drink this tea, right? I could do that. Sorry, we're getting way off track. I'm supposed to be talking to you about these objects, but I am drinking tea, and I have a little story about the tea. I'm always going to get off track on these videos. I'm actually, in the advanced video, I will try to go get off track more. Off track means maybe I say I am talking about this, but instead I talk about this. I go on a tangent, we can say. I go on a tangent. I talk about something else. I get off track. I change the subject. Those are all good phrases to learn. Good words, good English words. So I'm going to go off track for one moment. I want to tell you a story about this tea. So this is cardamom tea. I think, what does it say in Arabic there? Shai al-Hiyal? Shai al-Hiyal? If you read Arabic or Farsi, or if you read this alphabet, tell me. So yeah, Shai, chai, tea. Al-Hiyal, I guess, must mean cardamom. But anyway, I was actually in Iowa or Ohio. For me, I am confused. I always confuse Iowa and Ohio. These are two states, right? Two states like Colorado, California, Texas. Iowa and Ohio, I think all the Americans, we always confuse Iowa and Ohio. Except for if you were born in Iowa or Ohio, maybe you don't ever confuse it. But sometimes I get confused. I'm sorry. It's like confusing Swiss, like Switzerland and Sweden. Sometimes I'm confused with those. Or even like Dutch language and Deutsch, which is German. So anyway, it's easy to get confused. I was in Iowa, Des Moines, Iowa, with my band, because I'm in a band, and we had a concert there. And we got to the city, and I had like 1 hour I could go walk around. I didn't have much time, but I had 1 hour to walk around. And I saw there was a market. It was a halal market, and I said, I want to go to this market. So I went to the market, and it was so busy. It was very busy. Why was it so busy? Well, I realized it was like the first day of, I think it was the first day of Ramadan, but maybe it was the last day. Maybe it was almost Eid, which, if you don't know, Eid, is an important celebration at the end of Ramadan. So it was either the beginning or the end, and there were many people there, and I was excited because I was traveling, and it was exciting to be around people from many countries. I was listening to hear the languages. What are they speaking? Arabic, Swahili, Persian, other languages, Somali, Amharic, Tigrinya, Oromo. I was listening for the languages, so I was just enjoying being there. But then I bought this tea. And maybe it was $6. I mean, it was not very expensive. And I think I bought it in March, and I still have it. Like, I drink it kind of a lot. I drink it kind of a lot, but it's big. For $6, I've drank maybe 50 cups of tea at least. And actually, what does it say? What is a serving size, I wonder? Wow, it has lots of writing. It has... I think it has Arabic, maybe, and this must be Farsi. Anyway, I can look at this more later. But it has also a Russian script. I don't know if that's Tajik or Russian. But there's many kinds. Hello.
Hi.
I'm filming a podcast.
Oh, cool.
Do you want to be in it?
Sure.
Okay, so my girlfriend has arrived home, so we're going to talk about the objects. Do you have 5 minutes to be in a podcast?
Yes, I do.
Pull up a chair. We can talk about these objects. We're doing the advanced podcast, so you can speak you can speak at a normal pace.
Okay, perfect.
Hi, everybody. I think many of you know Allison.
Hi, everyone.
This is my lovely girlfriend, Allison. So basically, we're talking about 5 objects. And maybe we can share some facts about these objects. So the first thing, actually, before we start, I want to ask you, what is the difference between a fruit and a vegetable?
Wow.
Do we know the difference between a fruit and a vegetable?
I think in general, fruit have more sugar. Fruit are much sweeter.
Like a peach, we know, let's start with what we know. A peach is a fruit, for sure. Mm-hmm. You ask anybody, is it a fruit or a vegetable? Everybody will say a peach is a fruit.
Agreed.
That's true? Okay. Mm-hmm. So a peach has a seed inside? I've heard some people say that it's a fruit if it has a seed. Is that true?
I have heard that before too.
So maybe it's a fruit because it has a seed, maybe because it's very sweet? Okay, well, we don't know.
Because some of those get controversial, right?
Yeah, sometimes people will argue about this. Okay.
Right.
If on YouTube, maybe people are going to argue at the end of this video, what's a fruit, what's a vegetable? So let's do a controversial one.
Okay.
Controversy means, and actually the microphone is here, so you have to sit a little closer. So is an avocado a fruit or a vegetable?
I believe it's a vegetable. However, it does also fit with your definition of a fruit.
I said if it has a seed in the middle, that makes it a fruit. I think it's not as sweet, so many people call it a vegetable because you also put it in salads, and I think Americans think, well, if it goes in a salad, it's a vegetable. I don't know. What do you think? Is a fruit a vegetable? Is an avocado a fruit or a vegetable? Okay. What about ginger? Is ginger a fruit or a vegetable or something else?
I think it's something else.
It's something else, a root. But we do sometimes say root vegetables, right?
Oh, right.
Except for a root vegetable is more like, what is a sweet potato? What do we call it? A fruit or a vegetable or something else?
I don't know about sweet potatoes, actually. I know that potatoes are nightshades, but I don't know if sweet potatoes are nightshades.
Nightshade. What is a nightshade?
It's another category of vegetables, and it includes potatoes, tomatoes, which sound very similar. Potatoes and tomatoes.
Or if you're in England, potatoes and tomatoes.
And eggplant and bell peppers.
So what's the characteristic of a nightshade?
Nightshades all have an outer skin.
An outer skin, okay. Outer, but everything has an outer skin. I mean, a peach has an outer skin.
I know. Actually, I don't know why potatoes are included because tomatoes, bell peppers, and eggplant, they all grow above ground. And they have like a thick outer skin.
But
potatoes grow in the ground.
Underground, yeah, inside the ground. So I think the point to make here is there's not really a clear answer. If you ask people in English in America about fruits and vegetables, every time people have strong opinions, especially about tomatoes. Is a tomato a fruit? Like, this is a question that's kind of like a controversial question. Everyone has their own idea, which I think is a great thing for you to know. And maybe you have an idea about it, or maybe because you're just learning the language, you're like, I don't know, you tell me. This is not my decision to make. What about this squash?
Ooh, actually, this is a pumpkin. The friend who gave it to us called this a pumpkin.
But a pumpkin is a squash.
Is it?
A pumpkin is a type of squash, I think.
I've kind of thought of squash as different. Oh, is it a type of
I
squash?
think, there's not a right answer.
Oh, because some people say pumpkin squash.
Pumpkin squash. I think there's many types of squash, and a pumpkin is one type of squash.
Uh-huh. Okay, yeah.
And this was given to us by a friend we're working with her to pass her citizenship test. You've been working with her a lot, and she's really wonderful. She grew this in her garden. And then she gave it to you, and we haven't eaten it yet.
I think we will this weekend.
I think we're going to eat this soon.
With it.
Do you want to eat which of these would you like to eat right now? My dad and my stepmother brought this to us today. This peach. I think it's a Palisade peach, which is. Do you know what Palisade is? Do you all know what Palisade is, or where it is? Because Palisade is a place in Colorado. Maybe on the western, we say the western slope. The western slope is like the mountain, the side of the mountain, is the western slope. So Palisade is a city or a small city on the western slope, and they grow very good peaches.
Have you ever been to Palisade before?
I think we went together.
Oh, really?
I don't know if I've been there. I think we've been near there together, but Palisade peaches are extremely delicious.
It's famous for its
peaches. It's a famous place.
Very good peaches.
If you go to King Soopers right now, you'll probably see Palisade peaches. So they're supposed to be very good. This one's very soft. And would you like to take a bite of the peach?
I just ate so much fruit.
Then I'm going to eat the peach. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of English with Jamie. Thank you for listening, and that's a good peach.